But it's only just begun. By visiting this page, you have decided to play a game. In order to survive, you must save as I save. In turn, you will receive a clue to your salvation. Make your choice.
What's good, my good people? This is your boy, AlphaHebrew, coming back at you with another video, baby. We doing this every day. And I'm gonna start this video off too by saying I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, our Father, and Yahawashi, and all my people, man. Love y'all to death. Today video, man, we gonna get into what these Americans like to celebrate, and that is Christmas. And it's always deep rooted, you know, it's always deep rooted. So I went out and of course did the homework, and yeah, it's time to rock out, man. Christmas, people think it's a day for family, friends, and you know, to get together and stuff like that. Even when I was little, you know, we used to do that Christmas crap, man. We thought it was, you know, cool that, you know, a European man came down the chimney. He came down the chimney and, you know, gave us presents. They said, if you do good, you know, we'll give you presents and all this other stuff. And he's always watching, you know, he knows when you're sleeping, awake, and all this garbage. And, you know, for years, people have been celebrating this holiday, right? Which, you know, holiday, if you just can read between the lines, it's holy day, but they switched the concept into their favor. This started in Rome, ancient Rome. If I'm not mistaken, it started in Rome because it's a pagan practice in ancient Rome, you know. So they've been, you know, doing this for a long time, and this is one of them days, you know, the Most High told us to stay away from, and we definitely gonna get into it. They went off the winter solstice, and they correlated it with Yahawashi, but they would know him as Jesus. And then, you know, this whole concept with him being born in the snow, he was born in a manger, so I don't get how they try to fuse, you know, Yahawashi. And then the star, you know, I guess it's the Star of David they like to put on a tree. You know, I don't know what practices they be doing or whatever, but we gonna just get into all of that, you know, because I want my people to be aware of what's going on and not fall into their trap. And yeah, it was a winter solstice, and you know, it starts from December 21st, and it lasts to like the 6th. You know, that's what they were representing, because it would be a day of darkness. And my wife, she would know about this too, because she talks about Alaska a lot. And Alaska, you know, they go without, you know, the sun, you know, however they do it. I know they for 24 hours, and then it'll pop up for, you know, a couple hours and go away or whatever. But in this time, it was, you know, 24 hours full of darkness. And you know, that they would celebrate also. I'm gonna just bring up everything that they would celebrate and everything that they would do, not in a particular order or nothing, but just everything that they would do during those times. They would have Feast of the 12th night. They would have Feast of the 12th night, and that would start on the 25th to January 6th. So that correlation, the 25th, I want y'all to pay attention to, because it's very important, you know, because they do Christmas, you know, on the 25th. So And this was in ancient Greece. They also celebrated this day or event or whatever they want to call it. It was called the Bacchanalia, and it was held for Bacchus, however you want to say it. And that was the god of wine, sport, and play. So that's where we, kind of get sports and stuff from. It's Bacchus or whatever. And the Romans had the Saturnalia, which is for Saturn. That's the son of God or God's son. All this correlates with everything that's in the Bible that was taken from the Hebrews. And if I'm mispronouncing any of these Greek words, excuse me, but that's my best way of interpreting the word or whatever. They would burn fires also and bonfires, and they would do that because, like I said, it was cold. It was, they went 24 hours without it, without that heat or that sun, so they would make these bonfires and get around in circles and do their little Greek Roman thing or whatever. And, they would go from there. And then, there was the trees would die off. The trees would die off, but there was always this one tree that wouldn't die. And that tree was, very, very powerful in their eyes too, to where they started to look at it like, hey, look, this tree never dies, man. So, it's got to be some type of, power or magical, concept to it. And that tree is called the evergreen tree, and the fir tree also. And what they would do is, when they would, go around this tree, they would cut the tree, right? Like they would cut the tree, and they thought that it would protect them, So if there's a tree that never dies, why would you cut it? Like if it's special, why would you cut it? And then they would, they would worship that tree. So this is where the Christmas tree come from or whatever, Christmas tree. And that's when they would put lights on top of the trees and mistletoes and things like that. So that's where we get that from, the mistletoe and the lights and putting that around the tree to keep that energy, because they thought they was getting some type of force out of that tree. So I don't know what was going on in their mind, and they thought it would protect them from the cold. So if the tree didn't die, then they thought that they wouldn't die. So they would worship that tree. And a lot of other things was going on too, and they would also put the ornaments on the doors also, because it was just for a protected thing. It had nothing to do with presents and stuff like that. They thought the tree that would be able to protect them from the cold. And that's weird. You're not a tree. So they would have these ceremonies surrounding that mistletoe and the tree and that whole concept, and they would hold those ceremonies in secret. So it started with cult activity. They would do it in secret because they really thought they had something going, and they wanted to keep that within, their Roman Empire area or whatever. And then here comes the so-called Jesus. This is what when they correlate Jesus was Christmas. This is what that correlation is. So his name was Mithra, and or you can call him Mithras, however you want to call it. This dude, right? He had this look to him, this Greek look like they always do, and this is where they get that Santa hat thing from, because he had that also. So Mithra was another Greek god that they worship. He's hard to find in books and things like that because they like to erase history. But your boy, found him. So Mithra was born on December 25th, and his day is also the seventh day. Now, pay attention and mind you that I think he came in around the 1400. We've been here for forever. The Israelites been here forever. So I want y'all to pay attention to that. So he came in around the 1400. This is after they did the plagiarism and after they stole all the concepts. And he did the sacrament also of bread and wine and said that he died for his people. Don't that sound really familiar? So we know who did the bread and wine at the Last Supper and stuff like that. We know who turned water into wine, and that whole concept is Yahawashi. And so knowing that, right, the England churches, they would ban that, and they banned it up until 1647, I believe. Because they was like, man, these people are doing some spookism stuff, man. And then there was a man, right after that Jesus concept, there was a man named Saint Nicholas. That's who they call Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas. And Saint Nicholas, that's the guy who comes down the chimney and take all the credit from your parents, that hardworking black mother or father or whoever you are, that's the man who comes steal the credit from you. So that's the one who come down the chimney, and his name is Beowulf, and he has three different type of names. He have Nick, Nickel, and Nicker. So however, when y'all do y'all research, he goes by these names. I'm just this. Whenever I do this, I do this for y'all to go get y'all research, man. I want everybody to be aware of what's going on. I just don't want you, saying you don't do something, I don't celebrate something because it is and that, and you don't have no concrete evidence. I'm only throwing little, stuff out there for y'all to do, the research, because it's broader. And y'all always welcome to leave comments down below and let me know what else y'all found out. And he was known as the demon of the north, and the name Odin. So all these names play a huge factor, and Yahawashi is not known once in all of this, but they stole the concept like they did here in America, like how they made Jesus white when he's actually a black, quote unquote, black man, Hebrew Israelite. And then they would use Saint Nicholas, aka Beowulf, or Beowulf, or whatever, Nick, Nickel, and Nicker to scare the children. They would use Odin, whatever name you want to give them, to scare the children, and that's how they would keep the children behaved, and they, not just behave, but from going outside. Remember, they said the tree will protect you, and then they used the Beowulf, or whatever his name is, Saint Nicholas, to scare the children. So this have always been a scare tactic for children and for people who, was worshiping the trees and worshiping the ornaments and things like that. It went from something, according to them, that was supposed to be, powerful, good, and safe, to spookism, scary stuff. So they would use Beowulf to scare the children. Saint Nicholas was used to scare the children from going outside, So they would tell him he would capture you in the bag. So that bag that he has, and he says he has the toys in it, is actually children, because that's the same bag that they said will, the Beowulf, Saint Nicholas, will put you in and take you away. So if you pay attention to all these things, and especially Mithra or whatever, he's sitting on some type of goat, and Santa, right? Saint Nicholas, he sits on a sled, right? And that sled, I believe, were a dragon. You know, it was not a snake, right? A snake-looking dragon, but a snake with so-called wings. So that's where the sled concept come from. So when he's flying in the air and things like that, he's supposed to take the kids away and you know, and all that garbage, you know. So that's where that stems from, and people are not aware of these things. You know, that's an evil holiday. You know, that's an evil day. You know, they're worshiping something that doesn't even exist, all because of a certain concept that a tree wouldn't die, and they made that an idol. And that's what we do here in Babylon, which is America. And then like the Mithra, you know, they compare him to Jesus, and they just fused all the concepts in Saint Nicholas, you know, Beowulf, Nicker, Odin, whatever you want to call him. He's a red hairy man. You know, he's a red hairy man. Now, for all my brothers, my Israelite sisters and brothers, y'all know who Esau is. Y'all know who Esau is. And, you know, it's stated right there, you know, in the Bible. You know, y'all know who Esau is. So I want y'all to do the comparisons. He said his hair was red and all that. Y'all know, y'all remember Genesis. Matter of fact, just for the viewers, right? Just for the viewers, we're gonna give y'all, and y'all can take it how y'all want to, right? We're gonna give y'all what the Most High said about you know, Esau and what he looked like, because people, they like to run from the description of Esau. You know, they like to tell us we're being mean, and we're putting that term or that ethnicity on the Europeans. So we gonna go to the Bible and see what the Most High say, because we can't be Esau because we're Israelites. We can't be Esau because we're Israelites. So let's go. I'm gonna bring my sword, Mom. Okay. They like to play these games, and in the meantime, while my wife grabbed the sword, I'm gonna give y'all Exodus 20:4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any grave image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water. Already was doing that. They already was doing these demonic things. You know, they was making graven images, making people worship them, making people bow down to them. The Most High, who do not like it. So I got the sword, so we're gonna grab Genesis, because I know it's 25. Let's see. And yeah, y'all get your sword out for them, man. We not playing no more games. You know, we not playing no more games. I do this for my peoples. I do this for my peoples, man. Okay, so we got Genesis. Okay, so we got Genesis 25 and 25. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So Esau is known as red all over like a hairy garment, and they called him Esau. Now, Saint Nicholas is the same thing. He's red all over. His beard's supposed to be red. Everything's supposed to be red, but they switched it to white because they want to make that correlation, because in the Bible it said his hair is white like wool. They trying to pull, you know, the blinders over our eyes, but it's not gonna work. So go look up Beowulf, and then y'all go ahead and make that correlation. Beowulf is Esau. Remember that. We're gonna hop into another one. Leviticus 26:1. Ye shall make, you will rear you up a standing image. So that rearing I had to double look at that. So that rearing, you can't stand it up. Churches like to do that also. They like to put them idols in the church and they sit it upright on the walls or whatever, in the ground, whatever, and then y'all go there and worship. Neither shall ye set up an image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am the Lord your God. So all the crosses, all these ornaments, all these trees, all these goofy, spooky celebrations and holidays and stuff like that, you're not supposed to do it in your land, in your house, nowhere. You're just not supposed to do it, man. According to the scriptures, you can't validate it either, because y'all like to validate things, and we give y'all scriptures. We give y'all precept upon precept, line upon line. Y'all like to beat around the bush. It's all demonic. Let's go to the other one. Isaiah 42:8. I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to grave images. So people saying, hallelujah, the crosses praised, Jesus, bow down to Jesus, and all these false idols. The Most High said, I am Lord. We follow Yahawashi. I don't know this Jesus guy y'all speak about. His name is Yahawashi. And even he said, I am the Son of the Most High. We follow in his footsteps, but we are supposed to worship the Most High. He's the Almighty. And Yahawashi is under, then it's us. But the so-called Jesus that y'all worship has nothing to do with the crosses that y'all put around y'all neck and in y'all churches, and the images that y'all put in y'all churches. You're not supposed to do that, and that's why I'm reading that to you. Let's go to the next one. Exodus 20:3. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. No other gods before me. So y'all can't put Yahawashi before the Most High for the Christians, because this whole concept, everything y'all do, y'all say y'all do for Jesus, and y'all can't find it in the Bible where Jesus told y'all to do it. But let's say y'all just doing it for Jesus, which is, his name is Yahawashi. He said, put no other gods before me. That's why a lot of y'all think that Yahawashi is God, and he's not. He ran his spirit through his power. He gave Yahawashi, his son, his power, and sent him here, but he's not God. He's not the Almighty. He can be the most powerful one of us all, but he's not the Most High. And y'all can't say y'all do all this for the Most High. And y'all can't say y'all do this for Jesus, Christmas, Easter. Y'all keep trying to make that correlation. That's paganism. He didn't tell you to do Easter. He didn't tell you to do Christmas. He didn't tell you to do Thanksgiving. Y'all don't follow the days that the Most High told you to do. Feast of Tabernacle, Atonement. Y'all don't keep the high holy days. Y'all don't keep the Sabbath. Y'all don't keep the days that y'all Jesus, which is Yahawashi, kept. Y'all make these days up, and then people start worshiping and doing these days. How do y'all do these days and not the Most High days that's in the Bible? Y'all have to wake up. Y'all have to wake up. You can't do this. It's all evil. Saint Nicholas is the devil. That's where the Santa Claus come from. The whole thing. It's like he morphed into, Mithra morphed into Santa. Saint Nicholas. Y'all worshiping two demons and don't even know it. And it's there, it's evident, because you don't even know where it comes from. You just have been doing it because we've been enslaved for 400 plus years. So you don't know. I'm not mad at you for not knowing. You don't know. I didn't know when I was a child. I stopped doing Christmas and all these holidays, let's say around 2012. 2012. Maybe it was a little sooner than that. See, them demons trying to come for me because they know I'm preaching His word. They're trying to mess me up. But I say about 2012 because it just became a nuisance because people would get mad. You didn't call me on my birthday. You didn't call me on Christmas. You know, you have all the other days to spend time. Why do y'all pick that specific day? That's how you know it has a stronghold, demonic stronghold on you. You know, they tell you, oh, it's 365 days, 360 days, whatever. Why are y'all doing things on a certain day? The whole thing is spooky. And then y'all say, well, everybody can, you know, take off of work. Well, if people don't care enough for you to spend time with your family before you leave this earth, and they just want to slave you, you shouldn't even be at that job. We shouldn't. That goes to show we shouldn't even be working for people. We should be working for ourselves. People be breaking their neck for gifts, and then statistically, the 6 months after Christmas, everybody's broke for at least 6 months. They're in debt. Do the research. People are in debt. People are dipping into their life savings to get Christmas presents. I remember being a little boy, a little young man, a little Hebrew Israelite, and telling my mom it's not that serious. You don't have to feel bad because she had other children, her other children making her feel bad for the birthdays and the Christmases and things. I said, as long as I can spend my time with you, long as you ain't got to go to work, that's all I cared about. Time mattered to me. Time mattered, not no presents, it was cool. You know, I wanted to see if I got that new 64, that new Super Nintendo, NES, you know, that wrestling ring, you know, that robot bop 'em with the head popping up and all that, you know, G.I. Joe's Mo Control cars. But when I stopped caring about it when my mom got sad, when my mom felt bad because she couldn't get specific toys or specific things. We couldn't have good Christmases. I said, Mama, that's enough, you know? Like, that's enough. That's enough. No more of that, you know? No more of that. For me, at least. And ever since then, I say I stopped doing it in 2012. And I mean, like, I stopped being involved with people that did that type of thing because the last time I could remember even having a Christmas was 98. You know, 98. I was a youngin'. I was about 11, about around my son age, and we don't do Christmas. You know, we don't do Christmas, and I had to teach him, and we're still teaching him. You know, why we don't do this and the value of the Most High, because there's no value in none of these holidays, which is holy days, but they switched the name. You know, they changed the etymology of it. You know, they changed it, what it means, and put, you know, holiday. It's holy days, but they don't keep the holy days. But my son, he gets it. You know, I know he's still a little one, but he gets it. Like, Pops, it's the demon. You know, that's the devil. You know, my wife, she gets it too. The devil. We can do other days. We can keep the high holy days. And I'm proud of my family because they get it. So I don't have to get made feel bad for the truth because they get it. They were in the truth with me. And that's what we're trying to bring all our people to, man. But, you know, it was good building with y'all. If you like this video, hit the like button, notification button, comment, subscribe. You know, just keep this channel going. Go, you know, y'all can go check out my other channel, AlphaHebrew Elect. I got 2 channels. I bounce back and forth. This is one of my teaching channels, and the other one is a teaching channel too, but it's just touching on a lot of topics. This one is it's a very direct thing, you know. It's a very direct thing. But I definitely appreciate y'all, man, the views and getting the algorithm going, you know, because I want to get this message out there for everybody so they can save it. Y'all download these videos and save them, you know, because they will be trying to get rid of videos in the future. I know it. You know, they're going to try to make everything obsolete, you know, and remove it. So it's good to have this. It's good to have this, and it's good to build with y'all, man. Y'all just keep staying in the truth. You know, don't let them trick y'all and confuse y'all. And people coming into it, hey, this is the way to go. Trust me. We trusted them for 400 years, and we have gotten nowhere. We have gotten nowhere. But man, I will see y'all in the next video. It's your boy AlphaHebrew. I'm out.